Hey guys, and welcome to a Prapor task guide, the Punisher Part 3. For this task, we're going to need to eliminate 25 scavs on customs whilst using an AKS-74U. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you find this guide useful. When it comes to doing this task, you have to either be using the AKS-74U, the AKS-74UN, or the AKS-74UB. Don't get confused with the AKS-74 and the AKS-74N. It has to have the U in the name. When it does come to modifying these guns, they are quite easy and cheap. I would actually recommend if you go with the AKS-74UN, just so you can grab yourself the dovetail, grab yourself a easy little sight like the EKP-08, just like so, or the EKP-8. This is a really decent little sight. You can grab yourself either one of the B11 handguards, really cheap from the traders. Grab yourself a RVG grip, any sort of laser detonator or light. I prefer the blue laser because I can actually see it. A rubber butt pad that surprisingly does well for your gun. And then the most important thing is whacking on a good muzzle. Now, if you can't put on the SRVV, or if you can't put on the AK-74 thread type JMAC, this actually is the best muzzle brake that you can use for this gun. I would say just put on the DTK1 and this is the best way to go. Or you can go silence, which is also another way to be nice and stealthy. But realistically, right here would be my final build. Ergo is always the best thing in my opinion to whack onto a gun. And realistically, this would be my final build to actually run this in. It is quite expensive purely down to the muzzle brake. If we was to take that off, as you can see, it is only around about 43k for this entire build. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the route to take on customs. On the screen is showing you all of the scav spawns. If you need it up for longer, it will be over on Piranha.tv as well. But you can just always pause the video if you need this as a reference. So we are going to start off on the left hand side of the map, which is the custom side or the big red side with the storage units. Over here you can get a decent amount of scavs, maybe like 3 to 5. They do walk between the storage units and the big red building. So just watch out for the grass hallway which separates the big red and the storage units, because they can see through grass where we can't, so you can get easily caught off guard if you're not careful. Going over the bridge, you got ice cream, and the scavs like to walk all the way down to the welcome to Tarkov truck, which is the garages where the RUAF roadblock is. They do walk up and down, and again there is tall grass there, so you do need to watch out for the scavs, because if they catch you off guard, you can get absolutely rinsed. Going through the wall now into construction. Construction is a decent spot. This is a high traffic area, and you do need to watch out for the sniper scav, because, well, he will snipe you, as well as the sniper scav that is on the 2 giant white towers off in the distance. His aim is absolutely cracked. Now in the dorms area, this is a pretty decent place. Watch out for Rashala, because he is an absolute nutcase with his guards. He will just 2-tap you and it's all wonderful fun times. Also, dorms is a very high PvP area, so if you are looking for a PvP fight whilst you're kind of new to Tarky, knock yourself out. Dorms is definitely one of the spots to do that. And you can get a decent amount of scavs there, maybe between 5 and 7. Making your way back down the road towards the factory shacks where the bus station is, this is a pretty decent place to kill scavs, because they do walk across the road and into Skeleton. But bear in mind, with the tall grass lining each side of the road by factory shacks, you do need to watch yourself, because they will just shoot you straight through it. Making our way downtown, walking fast into the fortress, this is another spot where Rashala can spawn, so you do need to watch yourself. The fortress is pretty good because it's quite a center of a map, so you might be able to hear some shots and tell where players are, so you can move accordingly to that. But here you can get around about 3 to 5 scavs. Now, new gas station is a pretty decent spot. It's the final spawn on our list for Rashala, so you do need to watch yourself there. And the scavs are inside the building. You might, if you're going to be coming from the customs side, like the dorm side, into new gas station, you do need to watch yourself for the glass, because the scavs can see through that without an issue, where you will have an issue looking through. And they do lurk all around this area as well. Making our way over to the military base checkpoint. This is a pretty decent place, but you do need to watch out for sniper scav, which is on top of the sniper scav building and on top of the checkpoint, because he is absolutely cracked. and he will shoot you through the windows, and he will see you before you see him kind of situation. Going through the 2 holes in the wall, you have a choice of going right towards the cranes or left towards the admin area, at the admin gate and the boiler side. If you were to go to the boiler side, you can get around about 3 to 5 scavs. If you are going to turn right and go towards the crane area, now this place is really good for scavs. I've had it where I've got 7 to 10 scavs in this place alone to get these kills. And then finally making your way down to the old gas station. This is also a decent place to get scavs. You round about 3 to 5 scavs. Not a lot, but they are quite consistent if someone already hasn't hit them. If you are struggling with this task, or just in general wanting to find people to play with, head over to piranha.tv/discord. We do have a decently large looking for group community, as well as a Sherpa system, so if you just need a bit more help than normal, then we are there to help you. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, or possibly consider joining the channel membership where you can unlock early videos as well as a few custom rewards. Don't forget to check out Piranha.tv as well. That's a one-stop shop for all of your guides, tasks, keys, all those kind of things in one location. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video. And a big thank you to all of my Patreons supporting me over on patreon.com/PiranhaTV. And a huge thank you to J Dam, Freddy and Beansy. Without this kind of support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do.